Hello everybody, I am back. Today I'm going to show you how to draw the Minecraft wolf or the Gregory the dog as Stimpy long hair. Like he's a gamer on YouTube call him. So he's like his dog died and a lot of people make a video about that dog. It's like pretty interesting. Okay, how a lot of people respond to that dog died. Okay, it's kind of like Minecraft. It's not real or anything, but it's pretty interesting. So I'm gonna call him Gregory as well. Kind of like contribution. Like I don't know what I'm talking. I don't know my mind just went playing. I just got home from work today, going to work, and it's kind of busy at a restaurant. I work at Chinese restaurant. Alright, so anyway, with the Gregory the dog thing or anything, I just gonna call him Wolf, since this video is basically mainly about how to draw a Minecraft wolf. Okay, so I'm gonna basically draw kind of like a 3D rectangular box right there. Alright, so I did not draw it all the way because I'm gonna put some nose in 2 ears for him. Alright, so let me find my ink pen. Oh, it's right here. Okay, so just gonna find my ink pen. Alright, so let's get started. So it'll be like, if I use my ink pen, it'll be like easier to draw. Alright, so this is like basically the sketch. Okay, so I'm gonna use my ink pen to ink over it. Okay, so this like all the Minecraft characters are like pretty hard to color because you have all the like the rectangular box. It's pretty hard to color if you ask me. Okay, so I may have to put in some time lapse on it. Once we get to the color part for the Minecraft wolf. Okay, so I'm gonna draw a line out. Okay, then another line out right here as well. Alright, then we're gonna draw a line over. Notice that this line is a little bit longer than this line. Okay, so don't forget that. So yeah, when I start off, it may not look good because I try to do like break it down the drawing into the simplest shape as possible. As you look right now, it may not look like awesome or amazing right now because I am breaking it down into simplest shape as possible, so it'll be like easier for you guys to draw it. Alright, so it's basically this all rectangular box, drawing a lot of straight line connecting it together to draw the Minecraft wolf. Okay, so this is kind of like basically the nose. Okay, then we're gonna draw kind of like a little band-aid right here. Okay, so we're gonna color in that little band-aid. Okay, so it's gonna be pretty dark. Okay, so it's gonna color it in. Alright, so that's like the Minecraft wolf nose. Let me zoom in a little. Okay, so let me draw this line out. So it's kind of like I'm gonna draw a little bit longer than my original line because I want to make his head a little bit like longer, 3D kind of shape. Okay, so just gonna draw it out. Okay, now we're gonna draw the ear. Okay, it's like 3D as well. So basically most of the character for Minecraft is basically 3D. Okay, we're gonna draw a line up. Okay, right here we're gonna it's not pretty sharp. We're gonna make a curve. Okay, so we're gonna straight curve. Okay, and then curve down. Alright, so that's like the ear. Okay, then we're gonna draw a line over right there. Okay, so we're gonna make it look like more 3D. Okay, connects the line. Okay, then we're gonna draw it out and in. Alright. Okay, so that's like one part of the Minecraft wolf ear. Okay, then we're gonna draw a line up right there, over and down. Okay, if you don't like don't need a ruler to draw the nose, you don't have to. And just if you like, what I meant to say is that if you need a ruler, you can use the ruler to draw the ear. Okay, if you want to, because I don't think I need a ruler to draw the ear, because ruler is I feel like dependent. I feel like I'm too dependent on a ruler if I use the ruler for all my straight joints. But for this, I try to like be a dependent as possible without using a ruler, so I can practice myself drawing straight lines. Okay, if you don't want to draw a straight line without a ruler, you can use a ruler. There's nothing wrong with using a ruler, so I just keep using a ruler right now. Okay, just once you get used to using a ruler, you cannot stop, right? So easy to use a ruler to draw straight lines. Okay, for this part, we're gonna like it's not a sharp edge. It's kind of like more of a smooth edge. Okay, then line over. Alright, so this part is kind of where the body is. Okay, so we're gonna draw a line back right there. Okay, so as you can see, like the symbolic shape, I like keep building it together and do something like pretty good, pretty good looking wolf, right? Minecraft wolf. Okay, so we're gonna draw a line over right there. Okay, so it kind of look like a straight line right there. So we're gonna connect it down to this part where the edge part is. Alright, so that's like the Minecraft wolf back. Alright, then we're gonna draw the expand this part a little right there. So it's just gonna draw a kind of like a straight line but a little bit curving up. Alright, so we're gonna draw a line over. Alright, then we're gonna draw it in a little. Okay, and then draw it up. Alright, so that's like the wolf body. Okay, so we're gonna draw a line down. Okay, then we're gonna connect it to this part right there. Okay, so that's like the head, body. Then we're gonna draw the tail. Okay, it's not sticking out right now. It kind of looks like it's made of Legos, build it up together. So it's kind of like the author is like pretty creative, building the world on a whole new, building it into a whole new world. So I think that's like very creative. This drawing was just box, made of box, the whole new world. Okay, so that's like the tail. Now we're gonna work on drawing the leg. Okay, so we're gonna draw a kind of like a straight line down right there. Okay, another straight line down right there. Okay, then we're gonna connect it. Alright, then we're gonna draw it in a little. Yes, and then draw it up. So to make this leg more like 3D. Okay, so that's like one leg, and then we're gonna draw another leg right beside it. Okay, so just draw another line down. Then another line down right there, right beside it. Okay, then we're gonna connect the line. Okay, make sure like the edge is not that sharp. Those edges right here. Okay, it's not that pointy like a. Don't want you to look like you're drawing a perfect rectangle, right? So just draw it, and it's kind of like a round shape on the edge right here. Okay, so that's like two legs right there. Okay, then we're gonna draw two more legs at the top. Okay, so just draw a line down first, then another line down right beside it. Alright, then we're gonna draw another line down right there. Okay, notice that this line is kind of like the longest. Okay, this line right there. Okay, then we're gonna connect it. Make sure you draw this line the longest. Okay, both those lines are pretty short. Alright, so that's like one leg. Then we're gonna draw another one right beside it. Okay, so it's gonna draw this line about the same length as this line. Okay, then we're gonna draw another one that's a little bit shorter. Okay, this little bit shorter. Notice this line is a little bit longer than this one. Alright, then we can connect the edge, connect both of the edge. Now we got basically the Minecraft wolf shape down. Okay, then the next part I may have to switch out to my mechanical pencil, since I'm working on the detail of the Minecraft wolf. Okay, so I'm not gonna put a lot of time, so I'm just gonna draw as quick as possible. Okay, so we're gonna draw a line over right there. Okay, then we're gonna color in like color in with your mechanical pencil. Just draw the shadow, like color in, push down as pretty hard. Okay, so it's like the hardest you put down, like don't push down like not the hardest. It's kind of like medium hard. Okay, so if you I don't know how I would describe like medium hard to you. It's kind of like punching a person. Okay, so don't actually go out there and punch a person. Don't like punching it with your left hand and with a little bit string on it. So that's like example how hard you to push down. Okay, for the top we're gonna push down like twice as light as this one right there, this color right there. So we're gonna push down like pretty lightly. Okay, same goes for this one as well. Just gonna push down twice as light as this dark shadow right there. Okay, for this part we're gonna push down really hard. Okay, push down as hard as possible to color in the ear for both sides. Alright, so just gonna push down as hard as possible. Okay, for this part we're just gonna draw the little detail right here. Okay, just gonna draw down, push down right here. It's got about the same color as this part right there. Okay, so I'm gonna draw some. Sorry guys, like the video like automatically stopped because I'm recording more than 15 minutes. So hope I did not miss a lot of the sections. So I just basically draw a shape first and then use my erase and smooth side of the lid to color in. So it basically look like this right now. Alright, so let's move on drawing this part. Okay, then we're gonna draw the darkest shadow first. Okay, so let's draw a square right there, then another square right here, and another square right here. Alright, so we're gonna color this square like the darkest. Okay, so you're gonna push down as hard as possible right here. Okay, so those two is kind of like lightly, so it's kind of like twice as light as this one. Okay, so don't push down as hard as possible. Okay, so that's like the shadow. Alright, so let's move on to draw the shadow right beside it, those two. Okay, so a straight line over. Okay, so we're gonna push down the pencil very light as possible. Okay, so just gonna draw it like that. Alright, same goes for right here. Right here is kind of like twice as light as this one. Okay, so we're gonna push down very lightly, lighter than this part. Okay, then we're gonna draw another line over. Okay, so we're separating into different sections. Okay, so this section, this part right here is like the darkest. Light as you go over, it gets lighter and lighter. Alright, hope you guys don't have trouble following this. Okay, then we're gonna draw another line over, separate into little bitty rectangles. Okay, separate into 4 rectangles. Okay, then we're gonna color it in. Okay, so you can like color this the darkest right there. Okay, the second darkest. Okay, so it's not pretty light. And then we're gonna switch the game plane. Okay, color this like very light as possible. Okay, alright. Then this one is kind of do I color this like a little bit darker than this one. Okay, so it'll be like that. Alright, now let's move on to drawing another section. Just draw a line over. Okay, then the next part got divided into 4 spots. Alright, for this one you can color this 2 square pretty dark. Okay, so it's kind of like this one. Okay, so color those 2 square pretty dark. Okay, those 2 in the middle like pretty light. Okay, so it's like twice as light as this one. Okay, then the next part we're gonna gonna separate this into 3 rectangles. Okay, for the last one, we're gonna make it a little bit shallow right there. Okay, and then we're gonna color it very light as possible. Alright, then the next one is kind of twice as dark. Okay, so it's that's this part, this rectangle right there. Alright, so the last one is like very light as well, so it's gonna color it, push down the pencil light as possible. Alright, so that's like the side view of the Minecraft wolf. Okay, so then we're gonna keep on moving, drawing this part right here. Okay, so we're gonna just gonna draw a line over. Okay, draw a line over first, and then separate into different like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rectangle, like rectangle squares. Okay, color the first 2 lightly, okay, light as possible. So just push down the pencil really light, like you're like holding a what's like very soft. Let me think. Tofu. Okay, it's kind of like tofu. So yeah, I don't know if you guys ever eat a tofu before. It's not very light. Okay, so we're gonna draw a little square within a square. Okay, smaller square right there. Okay, we're gonna color it like pretty little bit darker than this one. Okay, so and then we're gonna color it lightly on top of it. Alright, then the next part we're gonna color those 2 square a little bit darker. Okay, so we're gonna color it and drawing kind of like a magic line over it, kind of like an eyebrow right there. And then we're gonna draw another layer. It's kind of like very light over it. Alright, so that's like the top part of it. The next part I'm gonna draw the eyes. Okay, so the eyes will be a square as well. Okay, so a square shape right there. Okay, then another square shape right there. Okay, so that's like the eyes. Alright, so now I'm gonna switch out to my ink pen to color it, and I'll be back. Alright, I think I like already passed my time is as my goal for this video is not like don't pass like 20 minutes, but I think I already passing the 20-minute mark. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you how to color the hair right here, and then the rest of the body how to do it in like time lapse, because I hope you like understand how I do this with learning it from this part. Okay, so this video is not completely in like time lapse, so that's a good thing. I hope you guys like pick out a few tricks on how to draw the wolf. Okay, so let's keep on drawing. Okay, so let's draw a line down to separate into different squares. Okay, so we're gonna draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, separate into 5 squares for this part right there. Alright, so we're gonna color this, and the first square is kind of like pretty gray color. Okay, it's kind of like second level of darkness. Okay, so then for the next square, you're gonna color it like a lot more lighter than this one. Okay, so just push down the your color pencil, brown color pencil, as light as possible. Okay, then for the next one, you're gonna leave it kind of like white. Okay, so let me erase my sketch line right there a little. Alright, so we're just gonna push down the lightest. Okay, so for this box, it's gonna be pretty light. You can use your hand to rub over it, and rub this color over it, so it'll look more like smooth out white. Alright, then we're gonna do the same thing. Okay, divide this into 3 square. Alright, then for the first one, we're gonna color it half. Okay, color half of it and leave the other half white. Okay, so like this. Alright, just color half of it as light as possible. Okay, don't color the whole square black. Then for the next part, we're gonna use our color pencil to color over it the half we just color. Okay, so it's a look like this. Alright, so it's gonna pretty light as well. So this push down a little bit harder. Okay, so those 2 colors will match. Alright, once you got this part done, we're gonna color the next one. For this one, you're gonna do the same thing. Okay, just push down the the mechanical pencil kind of lightly, and it should turn out the color like this. Alright, for the next one, that one is like pretty light. Okay, so we're just gonna push down the pencil like lightly as possible. Alright, then for the last one, we're gonna draw a little just a little rectangle square right there showing up. Okay, so we're gonna color that square brown as well. Alright, so like that's like basically the concept or the idea on how to color a wolf. Okay, so then please forgive me, I gotta color the rest of it on a tiny, but you know how I divide those up. So each I wanna divide the sorry, my throat is kinda dry. Okay, so each I will divide it in half and then divide into little squares. Okay, then you can like watch how I color it, how dark I color each square. You can follow my guide on how I color this. If I know I'll be drawing it a lot too faster, because in a time lapse you are more than welcome to pause the video every time I over speed on my drawing. Alright, so I'm gonna color it in a time lapse, and I hope you guys then don't have any trouble following the time lapse, and I'll be back. guys, that is basically it for how to draw Minecraft wolf. Okay, I hope you guys did not not get stuck on any of the parts. Okay, so this basically use your I would prefer you guys to use a wooden pencil, because if you use like mechanical pencil, like the layers don't have a lot of smooth spot. Okay, so how to tell if it's a smooth spot? So if I point on your finger, okay, if it hurts, that means it's the sharp spot. Okay, if I turn it a little and then I point it, it doesn't hurt, right? So that means it's the smooth spot. It's very smooth, and you can use that spot to color the rectangles. Okay, so for example, for this part right here, I will like draw out all the rectangle first and then divide it into about 8 lines. Okay, about 10 squares. Okay, for each. Okay, and then I'm gonna separate it by with different colors. As you can see, this part is a lot darker than this part right here. Alright, so for the top, I just basically color in, and for the right here, this part I use my mechanical pencil to color in first, and then use my red to color it over it, so they're turning out the color like this. And then I use micro ink pen to color the eyes and the nose and this part right there as well. Alright, so I hope you did not have trouble drawing this. I also hope you have a lot of fun drawing this, because I did. Alright, so that's basically it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll be back with a new video as soon as possible.